Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, ScottDog. Thanks very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're playing some more Football Manager, and a lot has happened since the last time. We are now the proud managers of Chelmsford City in the Vanarama South Division. Interestingly, Chelmsford is about an hour away from where I live. I've been there a couple of times. Once was many, many years ago, and I was very, very drunk. So I don't really remember it. Second time was a client meeting for the work I do. I wasn't drunk, and I didn't really get to see any of it. I got to see a car park, a office, a Boots, and then a car park again. So that was fun. So let's go into our press conference. It's been a while. It was a while ago. Chelmsford actually suffered a defeat the last time they played St Albans. Will this have any bearing? I don't think so. Do you think Chelmsford can get off to a winning start? I believe this team is developing well, and they're working towards the right mentality philosophy. With every match we play will help. It's being suggested that you will adopt a defensive approach. I'm looking to it's all about balance. There can be no attack without defending. Sound like Jedi. Most pundits suggest that Shez Isaac's performances will be key. I think our squad is strong, but Shez is enormous quality. Kawaku Fing Primpong is on trial. Are you any steps closer? We're in no rush. We'll let him know. With Kanye Johnson joining the club on trial, maybe people want to know if your chance of seeing permanently. It's the entire point of taking him on trial. Is there anything linking Chelmsford with Charlton's Tulu Lapado? I don't know, actually. Have we scouted him? No. Let's take him on trial. Why not? You threw his name out there. We'll take him. He's never going to come, right? Is it Charlton? I guess we could potentially get him on loan. How excited are you to get the season underway? My feelings are irrelevant. We've worked hard to get to this point. Now I think we're ready to go. You've had a pre-season to prepare yourself. Our pre-season has been very shaky. Are you confident? We've planned. Yeah, we'll go with that. Did Scott Parrish make the right call in transfer listing Tom Richards? It's not really for me to say. Can Freddie Grant earn his place? Some players train better than others. Simeon Jackson has the intangible qualities so many look for in a player. I think we can rely on him. How important is it that Nathan Carlisle will be to your approach? It's a player I can rely on. Reece Taylor doesn't seem to be a great style fit. I see no reason why not. Do you have a clear idea in your mind you've preferred first 11? I have a rough idea. History showing that teams can generally stay in the Vanarama Conference or South with 50 points. It's the magic number. Oh my God. I certainly hope that'll be enough. Are you confident of reaching that target? All right. Our chances is high. Nobody's predicting Chelmsford to pull out any trees in the conference. But do you see how do you rate your chances? I don't pay odds. I don't care about odds and predictions. Is there a team that you consider to be your favourites? Yeah, we're not going to be drawn into speculation. What's the point? Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Chelmsford to begin with, shall we? So Chelmsford is in Essex, in England. Their local rivals are Braintree. Their other rivals are Billericay and Concord. They're known as the Clarets. They were founded in 1938. They've won 3 English Southern leagues, the Isthmian League, Premier League, and then a couple of other things. So nothing too major. As you can see, they've been in the Vanarama South since 2007, 2008, and they've had sort of ups and downs. There was a moment when they could have got promoted, but last season they finished 18th. Is that last season or this season? So a lot of work to do, and we had a bit of a rough start in our pre-season. So you can see we won the first. We lost to Dagenham and Redbridge, who are in the league above us. We then drew with Bashley, who are nobodies. We then lost to Millwall under 23s and lost to Bournemouth under 23s. You'll notice I switched tactics. So we worked all the way through pre-season on our previous tactic from the Hound Dogs, and have had to switch it just because no one was getting it, which means We have no familiarity with this. This is not really the tactic I would want to play. I haven't really done anything with any of the set pieces or anything else. We've got a bid come in for one of our players that we can't stop. It's looking pretty rough, and we've barely got a team big enough to fill the squad. So all in all, it's not fantastic. I do wonder about our set pieces and our defending set pieces. I think we'll do what we did previously, and we'll get, I'll have a look at these actually off camera. I'll do this later. We have got a thing coming out. We're going to get Ledepo on a trial. He said no. We know nothing about him. Where did they get that link from would be what I would ask. We've got loads of scouting going on. Unfortunately, we don't tend to get players that we are particularly interested in. And if we do, we have to then bring them in on trial. As you can see, no one in our team is training particularly well. Our most valuable player is the player that we signed. So let's talk about that quickly. We have signed 2 people. We've signed Erin Kinali, who my scout said were going to be good. We got him in and scouted him, and he looks like he could be okay in the future, but for now he's not great. And with our change of formation, he doesn't fit in the bill. So that's a bit of an issue. We also signed Archie Woods, and we signed him as a defensive midfielder, but looks like he can play midfield. However, his passing, his vision, nothing here stands out as being a particularly great midfielder. Did come from West Ham originally via Hungerford and got a pretty good return for Hungerford in the same league as us. So it'll be interesting to see how we do with him. That's it for our players coming in. Potentially we've got one going out. We've had a couple go out that we can't control anyway. So that's pretty much it for our start. You'll notice that the morale isn't great. We need wins to potentially boost our season to begin with. What I'll do is I'll put a quick pause in here. We'll sort out the set pieces and they'll be ready for the first game. Okay, so we are back and we're ready to get into our first game of the season. I'm going to have to criticise all of these people who haven't been training particularly well, and it's been a lot of them. We should probably go and check out our training. We are just doing sort of pre-season stuff from memory. You're about to leave, but we'll have a go at you anyway. I don't think you've been training well enough. Let's just quickly bounce over to our training setup and coaches, edit coach assignments, auto assign, just to make sure people are doing the stuff that they need to do. Again, we're not fantastically laid out for coaches. We did get our next coaching badge, which is nice, and we're up against St Albans. Let's just quickly go over to us. Where do I find our details? Over here. Let's have a little look at our attributes. I don't think we've got necessarily much better, although level of discipline has gone up, but I presume that goes up over time with how shouty you are. I think we've got slightly better. These were 6s last time I remember. But if we don't start well, I genuinely see this season being a washout and us losing our job by Christmas based on how our first season went. The last 2 seasons were slightly different. We were in a league where we could sign people without any risk. Now we've got risks, and we already know that one of the people we've signed is kind of a bit of a waste of time. Frimpong might not be the worst signing for us based on what he does. He can play in a number of positions, but when we looked at him, when we had him on trial, these stats were all under 10. So not fantastic, but I think that's par for the course for what we're getting. I don't think we do anything here. I think we say, this is the way we're playing. We know we're giving up positions here, but this is the way we're playing, and this is what we will do. Let's just quick pick. Is there any changes? Reed comes in. We've only got 5 subs. Are any of these players in certain positions? So we've got a striker. We could do with a midfielder. So let's put you on the bench. We haven't looked at you. You've got some pace. Let's have a little look. You're a good Vanarama South player. You're better than... What position is this suggesting? attacking midfielder right. Strong penalty taker. Okay, good. Not got great vision. But could we just sit him up top and hope he scores goals for us? What's his record look like? 13 goals for St Albans last season. That might not be too bad. Okay, let's get into this. We've got a connection between our attacking midfielder and our striker. Be nice to see some more connections appear for the rest of the team. We're not great. Let's not worry too much about the rest of this stuff because we've been playing a lot of different teams over the pre-season. So, first few games will still be pre-season stuff. A little bit worried about there. What does the assistant say? Go out there and impress me. Go out there and impress me. Let's give it a go. Here we go. I need to put the amazing sounds back on. I turned them off because they were driving me mad during the friendlies. Jackson plays the ball in. It's a penalty. It's a good start. 3 minutes, 16 seconds in, and we have a pen that Jackson will take. Come on, Jackson. Get in. It's a good start. I mean, it might be the only thing we create all game, but it's a good start. As you can see, we're playing a pretty cautious fluid counterattack. So we just picked the standard tactics. It felt like a standard 4-4-1-1, sorry, which is what our assistant was recommending. Worked for us. O'Reilly has thumped one in as well. Nice. We'll absolutely take that. 11 or 12 minutes gone and we are 2 up. There is O'Reilly. One touch and smashes it into the far corner with his left foot. A great goal. Don't really know how this is happening. Here comes a corner. Can we deal with our first set piece? Keeper has to save it. Well in, Woods. Clearing the ball away. I like that a lot. I'm going to praise the team just for now. Oh, Grant isn't. Oh, there we go. Grant is happy. He wasn't happy, but he sorted himself out. Okay, this is exactly what we needed in the first game. I'm very happy with how things are going. Keep it up. Let's try and keep the momentum, boys. We've only had 2 shots. They've both been on target and they've both been goals. We haven't created anything else. Not feeling massively confident about holding out for a result here. There's a ball out wide. They've got 3 men in the box. We've got plenty back. We don't deal with it. I do wonder at this moment in time if something like this is a wise idea. And I don't know the answer to it, but let's get some men back. Get there, Jackson. Well done. He's got pace of 6 as Simeon Jackson. It's not ideal. Okay, let's go defensive. Let's see if we can hold on to this. Always time waste, obviously, and we want to slow it down, and we want to go a bit more narrow. See if we can hold on. 5 minutes to go. This is where we concede, right? When we messed around with the tactics, this is where we always concede. There's Woods. He's played the ball over the top. Jones is in. He shoots. Oh my lord! I think that might be 3 shots, 3 goals. I'm not 100% sure. I am not 100% sure. We might have had him on loan or on trial. Smashes it from 20 yards out. That's a great goal. Terrible defending, but that's a great goal. I don't know how this has happened, boys. But we should be delighted. Why is the ball still wobbling around? I don't like it. And there we go. Our first game, our first win. I mean, they look at this. They reappeared with the expected goals, getting back up to where we actually were. We didn't really deserve to be there. But we'll absolutely take it. Player best performer was Simeon Jackson. We had 6 shots in the end. Not great, not terrible. A little bit concerned about how our tactics are going to be received at home. Outstretched arms, well done, lads. That was a great win for us. Hopefully, we'll see an immediate reaction in the morale, because I feel like that's huge. Woods makes his debut. Let's go into the press conference. We'll do it ourselves. There has to be a satisfying win. I can't wipe a smile off my face. Nice to get off to a winning start. I couldn't be happier. You must be delighted, having finally ended an extended run of 12 games without a victory. Holy crap. It's certainly a weight off our collective shoulders. What do you think of Sam Joe? I can't think of many better goals. Nice debut for Archie Woods. I can't wait to see what we'll do in the next match. The rumours are you're still in the market for another player. We'd very much like to add another player to the squad, even though I think our strike force is the weakest we've got. And they performed for us. You've been linked extensively with Johnny Reed, have I? Have I now? Again, another player I haven't scouted. We'll offer him a trial. He's a goalkeeper. We don't need a goalkeeper. Well, we do, but we're not that interested. Return to press conference. Sorry, I had to leave. I had to go Google who he was. Not going into further details. We have Laurie Ellis spotted in the watching Tommy O'Reilly. Football's a funny game and anything could happen. Maybe like to watch us because we play such good football. We'll say about the football stuff. Do you feel you have the upper hand over Adam Hinselwood when it comes to mind games? I don't really want to discuss it. How would you describe the relationship? I have respect for him, but I don't know who he is. Okay, good. I think we normally do 2 matches an episode. We'll do one today just because we had the whole, this is us, this is where we are, this is what we do. So we'll go from here. I'd love to hear your expectations for the season. We could probably go and look at the league and see what odds people are getting. I think we do it from that screen. So let's just let this happen and then we'll go and have a little look at that. As you can see, the difference between this campaign and the previous one, and we've not got a lot of players, is that games come thick and fast in these games, in this league. Nice. Looks like Stefanos Pashos is going to stay for a bit, which is great. We'll acknowledge you. I don't know why all we're getting is goalkeepers. It's not really what we're looking for. We do have a striker here who was at Fulham last season. Let's offer you a trial and just see if you're any good. It's the quickest way of getting any kind of feedback on them, I think, although it doesn't stick, which is a bit of a shame. Again, not great training from our boys. Morale is much better, which is great news. Let's go over to this. Can we see the season preview stuff? So we were down here as 33-1. We're expected to finish kind of outside of the relegation zone, I think, from the board. I should really know this, right? Club Vision, is this it? Develop youth players. Well, we haven't actually done that. Make the most out of set pieces. Well, we definitely haven't done that. We haven't got a particularly tall team. Work within a budget. We're on course. Avoid relegation this season. Finish in the 4th round qualifying of the FA Cup. And then continue to remain in the Vanarama. So anything above relegation zone is good for us. I'd like to aim a little bit higher. The problem is, from our point of view, when it says develop players with the youth team, we can see that we've got fairly basic youth coaching, fairly basic youth facilities and below average training facilities. So there's potential, but what I would say is we only have a couple of players who look like, and again, they're not training particularly well either. We only have a couple of players who look like they could develop into good players, and even then, it's not fantastic. So we'll have to see how that goes with these youngsters. There's not many here that can step up to the mark really from what I'm seeing. But you never know. And again, our coaches could get it wrong. But let's wrap up. I'd love to know where you think we're going to finish this season. Let's hear your predictions. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching ScottDogGaming. Don't forget to follow on Twitch and Twitter and head over to YouTube for daily content. See you again soon.